Red alert! Red alert! Attention all property sales and marketing professionals. Trust me, what you are about to read regarding crucial strides towards superior communal dwelling will shock you beyond your dream. True? Jokes aside, as a responsible sales individual, the contents of this week's newsletter will surely enhance your professionalism in dealing with real estate matter. Don't believe? Just continue reading and you will agree with me more than 100%. But hold your horses. Before you jump into the core of this bulletin, it's wise to read the preview first. Agree or not? For starters, the newsletter urges us to view the proposal in manner of being in a most coordinated or a whole government approach. Furthermore, the focus is on the well-being of residents in pre-war shophouses. In fact, this exercise is Malaysia's first public housing livability conference to enhance public housing, in particular People's Housing Project, PPR, schemes. The talks is designed to bring about systemic change. To show the seriousness of the issue, both government and public enterprises have been invited renowned and relevant speakers for this free event. That said, we shall now dig deeper into the core of the newsletter. Shall we? Thanks. Here goes. Breaking news. Vital steps towards better public housing. Believe it or not, in reality, the bad condition of public housing schemes, including broken down facilities, has often been highlighted in the media. Period. Over the years, the authorities did what they could to improve conditions, though not necessarily in the most coordinated or a whole government approach. Think City, a subsidiary of Hazina Nasional BHD, was set up to improve urban living, among other things. Its focus then was the well-being of residents in pre-war shophouses in Georgetown, Penang, but it is now widening it by looking at improving urban living in Johor Bahru, Butterworth, and Klang Valley through dialogues with stakeholders. Think. City Managing Director, Hamdan Abdul Majid announced what is probably Malaysia's first public housing livability conference that will take place tomorrow at Pusat Kreatif Kanak-Kanak Tuang Kebanan in Taman Tun Dr. Ismail, Kuala Lumpur. The one-day event aims to hold constructive discussions on issues require multi-stakeholder approaches to resolve issues. Cities are not necessarily easy places to live in, even though as a nation, we have made good progress. Malaysia is a reasonable success story in housing its people, compared with some other countries where slums may be commonplace and many city children do not have access to schools, said Hamdan. He argues it is now time to shift the debate from focusing on the number of affordable homes built to fostering thriving communities. We must be careful not to marginalize or stereotype communities, albeit unintentionally. There are examples where good intent has yielded social time bombs or created highly conflicted environments, said Hamdan, who is keen to push for quality discussions on public housing, in particular People's Housing Project, PPR, schemes. During the conference, Think City hopes to build on its existing work, centered around its Rights to the City program, which is supported by City Foundation. The Right to the City is an idea credited to Henry Lefebvre in his 1968 book Le Droit à la Ville. Amid the philosophy espoused is that people should reclaim the city as a co-created space rather than having a top-down approach and leaving everything to market forces. We hope to bring about systemic change, not just put one coat of paint to fix the symptoms, said Hamdan. Speakers for this free event include Adam Ling, UNICEF Malaysia Social Policy Specialist, Elisha Othman, Thrive Well Managing Director, Lim Xiang Cheng, RTI Malaysia Country Technical Lead, Professor Sidinas Hinamadsine, Universitai Malayas, Institute of Biological Science, Dr. Ashral Majuddin Resang, Built Residence. Environment Faculty Deputy Dean, Nick Ruiz Razi, Malaysia Institute of Planners Biological Science, Dr. Ashral Majuddin Resang, Built. Environment Faculty Deputy Dean, Nick Ruiz Razi, Malaysia Institute of Planners Council Member, and Association. Professor Dr. Sohardi Malan, Institute of Landscape Architects Malaysia. Also set to give their views are Association Professor Dr. Natiati Madhyakab Universal Accessibility Eivocate, Nur Hayatai Ismail, Perwak Sardi Prihatin Secretary, and Norama Mohammed, PA Seri Kota Residents Association Chairman. They will look at issues ranging from rebuilding community resilience to creating safe and thriving spaces in public housing areas. We urge developers, businesses, civil society, MPs, and other stakeholders to join us in helping to foster community living, said Hamdan. For details on the Rights to the City Public Housing Livability Conference, go to www.thinkcity.com.my/r2c. Yes, why don't we contact them? By the way, now we are at the tail end of the bulletin. It's only good to recap the salient points regarding the authorities taking positive steps to make Malaysian enjoy greater common dwelling standards. Make no mistake, do not undervalue such undertaking as it concerning all Malaysian regardless of race, religion, and financial status. Without sounding like a parrot, this newsletter requests us to conceive the housing transformation to be a coordinated or whole-of-government approach as possible. Moreover, it reminds us to focus is on the well-being of residents in pre-war shophouses. As said, this exercise is Malaysia's first public housing habitability conference, with the aim of improving public housing, particularly to focus on people's housing projects, PPR. The talks are designed to bring about systemic change, and to show how serious the issue is. Be reminder such meeting involves both governments and public sectors who are by themselves are proven renowned and relevant speakers. In truth, such a conference is a very great thing, yet we must capitalize these event as a boosted to sell properties to benefit OUE clients as well as our prospective buyer. Agree or not? To wrap up this week's bulletin, below is great quotation by a renowned speaker that goes by the name of Susie Orman. She is an American financial advisor, author, and podcast host. She says, owning a home is a keystone of wealth, both financial affluence and emotional security. End of newsletter. Extracted and modified from open printed media. P.S. Come to think of it, we know if it is a lengthy real estate selling newsletter, yet we want to congratulate you for watching and reading this bulletin completely. Needless to say, since you have fully read this news, therefore, you now deserve more forthcoming weekly free bonus of chapters of the book How to Handle All Kind of Sales Objection. Additionally, we are eager to know which part of this sales and marketing property newsletter you learned most. Your feedbacks are critical so that we can help each other grow effectively. Least you forget these sharing will continue in YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course in our author, trainer, and consultant's email. josephsfn@gmail.com. Upon request. Alright. Thank you. We hope to meet you next week. Goodbye and best wishes. From me, yours truly, Madam Sophia, the virtual presenter to CTM Joseph. July 21, 2022.